Amiga. Oh yeah, Sunday fun day. What is up, everyone? Today's gonna be a great one. I'm so excited. Brand new Amiga game, Inviyya, with the creator Michael Borrmann. Today is Super Bowl Sunday in the United States. We're gonna get the stream done before the big game starts. But today is a Super Sunday, because there's nothing better than streaming on a Sunday with my friends. Yo, thank you so much for all the new follows. It's a pleasure having everyone. I'm just doing the social media blasts. It's great to see everyone. Playavelli, Tiger Skunk, Spiel Schreiber, aka Richard. What is up, my man? Richard, please! Poetic Android, the Purple Haze Maker, Crash in the Rasport is here. Ultrastorm 1977, Slammy 4096 colors. A Super Bowl and a Super Stream, you know it, Oram. Alexander Mejida, my man from Human Interact, how's it going? The Geese is here, McGeezer, Rygar Extraordinaire, creator. Brother Bill and Hazemaker, thank you so much for the subs. Oh my god, Hazemaker, 21 months, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Jamie Morgan, Just Games, wow, this is gonna be epic. Modern Vintage Gamer, yo, 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 what's up, buddy? Modern Vintage Gamer going to Amiga 35 in Holland. We're not gonna do Amiga news today because I wanna get into it because we got our guests waiting to come on. So without further ado, it is demo time. I picked out a nice one for you. Going back to 1995. It's Factory by Virtual Dreams. If you have a volume control on your listening device, turn it up. Amiga. Yo, 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 what's up, everyone? Taking it back to 1995, some Virtual Dreams, some Fairlight Factory. Welcome to the stream. Thanks everyone for hanging out today. Man, I need this stream. It's been a rough week. It's been a tough week for me, and it's just so nice to come here and hang out with you all today. I'm super, super excited. Mr. Cola, what is up, dude? Hitch is raiding with a party of 34. Whoa, Modern Vintage Gamer cheered 100 bits. Brother Bill, making it rain subs in the chat. Brother Bill gifted a tier 1 sub to Alexander Mejita of Human Interact. Alexander, I'm sorry I missed your stream yesterday. It was a busy day for me. The Purple Haze Maker cheering 64 bits for the Commodore 64. I dig it. Zach Rose, thank you so much for the follow. Timothy Lamp here, thank you for the follow. Snowdog, subscribe for 25 months at tier 1. Dude, Snowdog, 25 months. That's crazy. He says, Amiga. Brother Bill gifted a tier 1 sub to Pred Seda Lemon Amiga. Get your fresh squeezed Amiga goodness. Do exclamation mark lemon in the chat. That'll point you over to Lemon Amiga, one of the best sites on the internet. Brother Bill subscribed for 10 months. Oh my god. Hazemaker, 21 months. Hazemaker, thank you so much for all the support, buddy. Oh man. Richard, thank you for the follow. Maxi, thank you for the follow. The Q1337, thank you for the follow. Dr. K Ninja, thank you for the follow. Wow, Matrix 100, thank you for the follow. This is awesome. We got a level 2 hype train. I have no idea what that is. Hitch just subscribed. Yo, Hitch, thank you so much. Brother Bill gifted a subscription to Hitch. Wow. I gotta learn what this hype train is. It's something new. It happened while I was kind of off. Oh man, Mr. Cola, thank you for the host. You're gonna enjoy that. Hey, what's up, Patrick? Great to see you. So guys, we have a really special stream for you today. Now, normally at this time, I would go into the Amiga news section, but today the big news is that Michael Borrmann, also known as Sterile707 on the English Amiga board, is joining us. He has come to show off his brand new Commodore Amiga game for the OCS Amigas. Original chipset, man. You're gonna be blown away when you see this. He's the creator of the new shoot 'em up called Inviyya. Michael's also a mod on a1k.org and joins us today to talk about Inviyya. Hype it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Borrmann. What's up, Michael? You're on, Mike.
Hello. Oh, yeah, there I am. Hello, Bill. This is Michael from Munich, and yeah, cool to be in your show.
Coming to us, I figured Factory, the name of Factory, was a good demo to start with, because apparently you're coming to us from Munich, Germany, right next to the Ari factory, which is my favorite camera manufacturer in the world. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. We had to talk about that before. That's true. It's just a few streets from here, and it's a really nice building. They have a small museum in there for all these old cameras, and also an amazing cinema where you can just sit in like very big chairs, and you can order drinks while you're watching the movie. Yeah,
perfect.
Really nice.
That is awesome. Yeah, Germany is certainly good for their brews. Michael, for the folks who are tuning in for the first time, haven't been following the hype train over on the English Amiga board, why don't you just introduce yourself for everyone who's watching?
What? Excuse me?
Oh, okay. Can you introduce yourself to the folks who are watching that may not know you?
Okay, my name is Michael Borrmann. I'm 45 years old. Been an Amiga fan since I got my first Amiga 500 in 1987 on Christmas, and been a very big fan since then. And well, I've lost the Amiga out of sight a little bit for the next, like in all of the 90s, and then I rediscovered it in around 2006 or 7. But I was only like reading in forums and about it, and followed some stuff like Aros. I was a big fan of that for a while, and yeah, and then I started coding this game, Inviyya, like 3.5 years ago. Yeah, and now it's almost finished.
So you started coding Inviyya 3.5 years ago. Is it the first game you've ever coded?
No, not really. Before that, I used to code on the Vectrex. I made a game on there that's like some kind of kung fu game, a bit like VR Kung Fu. You know, VR Kung Fu.
It's like a VR Kung Fu on the Vectrex. If you're watching, you don't know what a Vectrex is. A Vectrex is it's an amazing like game system. It's a console system, and it's vector based. So it almost looks like one of those mini arcade machines, but it's a little bit bigger, and it's got vector graphics, and it's one of my all-time favorite retro. One of my all-time favorite retro consoles. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the Vectrex. So I never met anyone that made a game for it before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a very interesting machine if you're starting to code assembler, because it's actually quite easy to get into there. because you don't have to take care about raster lines or any of this shit. Or you can just there's like something called the BIOS routines, and we can just use these, and it's very easy to get graphics on the screen. And
so it gave you a good base. This gave you a good base when you started to move over to Amiga. Because now I'm not a game developer myself, but one of the things that I understand is, the Commodore 64 scene is massive. Like there's amazing new games coming out for the 64 all the time, more so than the Amiga. And from what I understand, the reason for that is, of course, the Commodore 64, great popular computer, but also it's a much simpler computer to program for. Where the Amiga's got custom chips and special chips that you need to consider. So it was going from like the Vectrex to the Amiga like a big jump, or did you consider going like Vectrex, Commodore 64, then Amiga, or just went right to the Amiga because that's what your love was?
No, I didn't just use the code for the Vectrex. The next step was the Atari VCS.
Oh,
This
wow.
was there was a much more difficult to code for, because you don't even have like a real buffer or something to write stuff into. But for every line, you have to take care where everything gets displayed while the raster is running. So there was quite a difference to the Vectrex, and also interesting because the Atari VCS is also a J minor machine, like the Amiga was. So if you're coding for the Amiga later on, then I found a lot of stuff that is a little bit similar. It's really the grandparent of the Amiga in a way.
It's funny. A lot of people don't realize that, and that was the subject of my last exhibit at Vintage Computer Festival East. I did it with my buddy Anthony. It was a tribute to J Minor and Joe DeCure, and people didn't realize that J Minor basically went from Atari 8-bit to Amiga. It wasn't originally a Commodore machine. It was J Minor's. It was J Minor and his team's baby way before Commodore bought it out. So. Yeah, a lot of people say, oh, you have to go from Commodore 64 to Amiga. But really, like in my heart, I go from like Atari 8-bit to Amiga. I feel like that's the way I went back then. It's so funny. I didn't even know J Minor had anything to do with it. I didn't know any people behind the scenes. But the first computer my dad bought for me was an Atari 800. And then from there, I jumped up to the Amiga. I just kind of followed him naturally because his computers are cool.
Yeah, that's really interesting there, because this thing like that I described before, what's also called racing the beam on the Atari VCS. If you take the Amiga copper, it's a little bit similar concept, but they made some kind of like a synthesizer for this stuff. So the copper takes all this work from you and does it for you. But in its sense, it's like the same thing, like racing the beam on the Atari VCS in a way. So yeah, there's many similarities between those two machines.
Well, so that's awesome, Michael. I just want to say thanks to everyone in chat, man. The hype train was awesome. I'm not sure what it is, but we got we got a level 2 hype train. It sounds good to me. Like we leveled up. That's awesome. Vicky Pixel Vixen. Yeah, no, I'm going at 800 than Amiga. That's funny. If anyone in chat wants to ask Michael a question, because you guys probably have more intelligent questions than I do, being that I'm not a game designer, just mention my name, do @AmigaBill, and then I will ask the question to Michael for you. And Michael, so I think I love these little getting a little background on you, and I want to talk more. But I mean, I know everyone wants to see the game, so I think we have to get into it. Let's see. Let me bring up my. Boom. There we go. So I'm playing this off of a GoTech as an ADF file on my Amiga 1200 with an 030 in it. But why don't you tell me about the game? You do not need an Amiga 1200 to play this game. This is an OCS game, which means it will run on all of the original Amigas, like the 1000, 500, all the old school ones, and you need, I believe, 1 megabyte of RAM. Is that correct?
That's true.
Awesome. So it will run on any Amiga with 1 megabyte of RAM, correct?
Yeah, it runs. For instance, it runs on 1000 with some fast RAM also. So if you have 512K of chip and 512K of fast RAM, it runs there. Yeah.
Awesome. That's amazing. I think it's so cool. I mean, it's so cool that people are programming games of this caliber on the original systems. It's just awesome. Here we go, Mike. So far, I love it. It's amazing. I am a huge fan of side-scrolling shoot-'em-ups. I absolutely love Reshooter. It was one of my favorite games last year. I'm just a big Shump guy, and it looks great already, and the music is awesome. Now, obviously you did all the coding for it, but who else was part of your team on this? Who did the graphics? Who did the music?
At the moment there's just one more guy, that's Cranium, and he did the logo, but the rest is everything by me at the moment.
You've created everything. You programmed it, you did the graphics, and you did the music as well. That's amazing. I'm in total shock. You are an extremely talented man.
Thank you.
Because I'm telling you, these graphics and music are amazing, and the game plays like a dream. It's super smooth. I'm seeing a lot of parallax scrolling going on here. Is that three? Am I seeing 3 layers of parallax happening right now?
Yeah, that's 3 layers of parallax. That's good.
It's beautiful. So yeah. So what was your inspiration for this game? Because it's definitely got some serious R-Type vibes going on.
Yeah, of course, because R-Type is like one of my most favorite games ever. So I played this so much on the Amiga back then. But also, like for this level, you may notice there's some similarities to Cool Stuff on the Neo Geo. I'm a big fan of that game also. And to be honest, also when it comes to R-Type, I was a little bit more inspired by R-Type 3 when it comes to graphics.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I was looking over at the chat, and I got spawned next to a wall. Three layers.
I will notice, but it's the wrong spawn point. I still have to work on this. Yeah, what I want to say is, like, at the moment this is still pretty much beta version. There hasn't been a test on this from other players. So yeah, that's the next thing. When I finish at the moment I'm working on the end bosses of each level. And then I'm done with this. That's the only thing I need to do still. Then there will be a test phase for like one month with different people. Yeah, and then I will like do a final coding run on the game. And when I'm finished, then yeah, this might get released.
It looks awesome so far. I think because I'm using the GoTech, there may be some write issues to it. I'm gonna reboot. In the meantime, what's up, 10-Minute Amiga Retrocast? Vicky's here. Ash said hi is here. Modern Vintage Gamer, he's pumped. Yo, what's up, Break Twitch? Great to see you. McGeezer, that's Graham Cowie who made Rygar. I'm sure you're familiar with Rygar. An incredible game. He's asking, is there going to be a big box edition of this available?
Yeah, that's planned. At the moment, the plan is to release this on Polyplay.
On what?
They're called Polyplay. That's a German distributor. There will be a big box there with some specials inside.
Excellent. Oh, I like it, the special things. So I know you also sent me a special ADF of level 4, just in case I don't make it there in the stream. Oram's got a great question. How many levels are there in this game?
There will be 6 levels, and the last one will be a big battleship, like you probably know or remember from R-Type 3. It's a little bit like that, and yeah. So
6 levels. Jamie Morgan just games. Jamie is an awesome gamer, and he streams as well. He's been following your development over there on the English Amiga board, and he says congratulations. He's a big R-Type fan over here, and the game looks awesome. Pred Sada is saying Polyplay released Zero Sphere boxed. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's true. Zero Sphere goes by Polyplay. Also, another game. Maybe just one moment. I get the box I have from another game of Polyplay, and you can see the quality of the box. Just one moment.
Guys, this game is awesome. The pacing is really good. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to play it well. This is my first play of it. Whoa. I love the robots. They are freaking cool. Those are amazing characters. And just like put it in perspective, like this will run on Amiga 1000. That's what I should have done. You know, I didn't even realize, Michael, that this game, I didn't even realize it was an OCS game. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I just streamed from my 1200. I should have streamed from my 1000. That would have been cool. But it's amazing that you can play this on a 500 and 1000. It just looks amazing. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh, now I didn't get lucky that time. Oh, there's that spawn point we gotta work on. Yeah, I'm kaput. Hopefully I didn't get a high score.
Damn, that's
I did. Let's see.
At that moment.
I think I just won't enter my name. Maybe that will help with the writing onto the. It looks awesome, right? I think I have to do a reboot. So, unfortunately, my floppy drive on this machine is broken, so that's why I'm using the GoTech.
Hmm. So I can show a little bit of the fully play box if you want.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me actually. You know
Ah,
what? Let's see. Do I have a guest? You know, I didn't prepare for full screen of view. Let me see if I have it. Boom. I got it. I got it. Awesome. So now they can see the box nice and clearly.
really? Okay,
Go
that's
for it.
great. So that's a typical fully play box.
That's beautiful. What game is that?
Really, yeah, that's hibernated one, it's called. And that's a text adventure, really interesting. You see on the other side, it's really glossy, a nice big box. And you can open it, and there's some stuff inside. Okay, this is a C64 game. I have to give it this. And we have some, have a badge inside. And
Nice.
there's some stickers and a 4-color manual for this game. Okay, I think the manual for like a shmup will not be that big, but they put some story inside, or I don't know. But yeah, it's really, really well done.
That's freaking cool.
I,
So you're so when
yeah,
Inviyya comes out, it's gonna have like a manual and some other goodies inside the box too, correct?
yeah, there's also a poster inside. And
Yo, brother Bill, thank you for the sub to Ash. That is amazing. Thank you, Ash. You can give Ash that I a shout out. She's an amazing retro streamer here on Twitch as well.
there's even an SD card inside.
Oh
It's really
wow,
nice.
that's a good question. So if someone were to buy the physical release of this game, will it just come on a single floppy disk?
Yes, that's only a single floppy disk. Everything's on one disk for this game. So.
Amazing, amazing. And do you have plans for other things in the box? You mentioned the instruction manual and maybe a surprise.
Uh, what I would like to do is like overview of all the levels, like on one poster. It would look really cool, I think. But then the guy who's working at Polyplay, Sebastian, he said, "Oh no, then everybody knows the levels, and there's no surprise." I don't care.
I like seeing the levels in advance because it gives me something to like look up, look forward to. Like I see a level, it looks awesome. Like, oh man, I gotta get up to that level and see what it's like, because it's just a screenshot. It's a completely different experience when you're actually playing the level. You don't see how it moves. You don't hear how it sounds. You don't get to compete against the enemies.
Yeah, that's my impression about it. Like when these days you always have this discussion about spoiler culture, and then I always say, yeah, but did you go to the Lord of the Rings movie and did you feel spoiled by reading the books before? I was just happy to see all that stuff that I was imagining and seeing it then live. So for me, I didn't care so much about this. So.
That's a great point. Like it's okay that you know the end of the story. It's the journey that matters.
Yeah, exactly.
And like I said, if like just seeing a screenshot to me is not really a spoiler. Unless, maybe like if you put up a particular boss or something, it could be a spoiler. But experiencing it in game is just much is much better. Now, getting a little technical, I was reading through. There's an amazing thread, everyone, on the English Amiga board that Michael's been posting to for many years now, and it comes to mind. Oh, here's the first boss. This game was originally in a competition, a games competition at Revision. Is that correct?
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. It was on the Revision Games competition. Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
But it was a much older version of the game that really looked very different and was technically also very different than this version of the game. Because it was, if somebody knows, like the Amiga has like a mode that's called Dual Playfield. So you can have a parallax in the background. Parallax layer, but the problem is like when you have a delay background, you have 8 colors, and in the foreground you only have 7 colors. And then I really had big difficulties to get graphics done with this mode because you basically only have 7 colors for everything, and that's really horrible to design. So I mean, there are some famous games that were done in this mode. For instance, I think Shadow of the Beast is done in this mode. Also, Lionheart has several levels that work that way.
So it's called dual playfield mode. Can you explain what that is? So dual playfield duels too. So there's 2 different playfields.
Yeah, there's like a background scrolling layer, like a parallax layer, and then there's the foreground. And the problem is you have all these 16 colors that you have are like split up between the background and the foreground. And then you have 8 colors in the background, and you have only 7 colors in the foreground, and it's horrible to use, in my opinion. So then I decided, okay, because like I had one level and it looked really good in what I think, but it was difficult to even make a second level in this system because it's just you only have certain colors. It's always the same 7 colors. It was really horrible for me. So
Wow, but it looks
yeah,
it looks beautiful. I mean, these graphics are amazing.
yeah,
Zachros,
that's the point is here. Then after the revision, I said, okay, but how will I go on? How can I do a second level with these graphics? And then I decided to rewrite the whole engine and made this 16 color game. Like I just it's not two playfield anymore. It's just one playfield, and so you have 16 colors in the foreground. And I decided to do a sprite layer in the background, and that's the parallax you see.
oh, got you. So you originally did dual playfield, but the final game is single playfield, so you can have the 16 colors with a sprite layer.
Yeah, now what you see now, that's 16 colors in the sprite layer, exactly.
Amazing, amazing. Well, it looks incredible. Oh man, this boss is very difficult. Captain John, what is up, buddy? I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope all is well. It's great to see you. I hope the mix is better now, guys. Sorry if the game music was a little bit too loud. My instincts told me it may have been. Oh. The game is difficult, Michael. I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm picking up. I like it a lot. I'm picking up different power-ups along the way. These different colored circles. What are the power-ups?
Yeah, that's like there are only 2 power-ups at the moment. The reason for this is I had to make compromises, really, because what you see at the moment is really the how to say, it's like this is taking an A500 to its limits, it's with these objects. And so there are scenes where they're really like so completely on the limit, but if you take like some fancy kind of power up, they would really go over the capacity that an A500 could show. So it would drop frames, and so at the moment there are only 2 power-ups.
Gotcha. So are they the power-ups? Are they weapon power-ups?
Yeah, there's also this thing which makes you a little bit more fast. So every time you take it, there's the blue one, gives you that fast shot, which you have at the moment already. And there's this colored one. This way, yeah, the orange one. When you take this, you can see this.
Yep, I've got some kind of colored.
Yeah.
This fires slower, but it seems more powerful.
Yeah, it does like. There's actually 2 shots. It's like when you can see it splits up. Yeah, you cannot take this anymore because you're already at the most fast level for your ship.
Gotcha. Oh, I like this part here.
Yeah.
I love the background here too. It's awesome. Oh, okay. So it will switch back to the other weapon, and when you pick up the power up.
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Okay, this is awesome. I'm gonna read the questions in a second, guys. Sorry, I'm into the game, man. This is intense. This is great. Oh man, I can't believe that this is OCS Amiga. That's something that I really love. Like I think like games like Reshooter took AGA Amigas and kind of pushed them to new heights, and then a game like this and Metro Siege. We had Michael Parent on showing off Metro Siege, and it's just mind-boggling to see what an original chipset Amiga can do.
Hey, there's Mr. Vane is on the chat.
Mr. Vane?
Mr. Vane, yeah.
Oh, nice.
We call him Mr. Vane.
Is he the main Vane?
Yeah, he's the Vane.
Oh wow! Oh, I like this. This boss is really interesting. His movements are tricky. So I'm on level 3 here, Michael. Let's see if I can beat him.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a beta version. This is just a demo version that I'm playing. Is the actual game, are the levels going to be about this length, about the same length? and the difficulty going to be about the same or difficult or different?
The thing is, at the moment, of course, this is not beta tested at the moment, so I think this will be more difficult in the end. But I have to wait what people tell me, or how they feel about the game, how they feel about the levels, and yeah.
Sweet. Oh, Sminto's asking, is there a boss at the end of every level? And let me see. Is there a pause button? Because I love to see. Can I hit P? Can I?
No, there's
No pause. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta go for it. I like it. Oh my, this is gorgeous. Michael, you are an extremely talented person. I can't believe you've done the graphics, the music, and the coding. This is a true like indie game. This is an auteur moment. You're like Kubrick. You're like
Nah, come on.
you are an
But,
auteur.
I have to. What at the moment is a little bit missing from the game is still music. There's not. I'm working on the tracks, but there's not everything in it yet. And yeah, the end process basically are not finished already.
Sure. So, you were mentioning that So when do you think it will be released? Like, how much more work do you have to do on the game?
Wow, that's so hard always to tell, because for me, I thought I released this 2 years ago. There's always something to do yet, But,
Fair enough.
At the moment, it looks really good because they really just like work on 2 end bosses, and they're a big battleship in the end. There's some work missing there, which I need to do yet, and yeah, but I think it will be done in the next weeks. I'm very sure about this.
Oh, weeks? Oh, wow.
Because like you see, you can play it at the moment, and but there's still the beta test phase.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were weeks, months, or end of the year kind of thing. Let me see if I missed any questions. Hey, what's up, Vamped Amiga? Great to see you. If you guys have a question for Michael, please do at Amiga Bill in the chat, and I'll ask him. Oh, I might have asked you this. Zachros asked, how many hours did you spend on the coding?
What?
How many hours were you did it take you to code it up to this point?
Oh, I don't know. It must be many millions. No, I don't know. No, because it's also a reason why this took me 3 years was that if I don't want to code or pixel something, I don't do. Basically, this keeps me from burning out. There were like 2 times, I didn't work on the game for like half of a year. It was just like I didn't have any interest to work on it. But it must be really many 100 hours, maybe even thousands. I don't know.
I believe it.
There's really a lot of work there. But the thing is, now I have an engine that so I can use that for the further games I do. And yeah, maybe this is the moment where you can show these.
Oh sure, I'm gonna reboot as well. Mick Geezer's asking if you're gonna go to Amiga 35 in Holland and or United Kingdom.
I'm not sure yet because I will be at the revision. I know, and also I plan to go to the Dorico. That's like a retro Commodore event, something that's also here in Germany. But I'm not sure about the other Amiga parties at the moment because I heard about the one in the Netherlands that is not a pure Amiga party, but it's mixed with other things.
I think it's an entire retro event. Yeah, it's all retro.
Yes, it's all retro, and I'm not so sure if I'm so interested about that. And because I'm already going to something like that in a smaller scale this year, and on the Amiga 35 in the UK. I have to wait what they plan, where it is. Also the Brexit.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I don't. So I need more information about that one because they're really keeping it mysterious at the moment.
Got you. Okay. So I'm bringing up. You're not on the screen right now, but a graphic is. I wonder how do I blow this up in Windows 10? I don't know how to zoom in on the screen, but you showed me an image, and it's a barbarian. It looks like a barbarian slash. Like a Shadow of the Beast kind of vibe.
Yeah, that's the point. It's like I was inspired by Shadow of the Beast graphics, so I always wanted to do this 80s barbarian colorful thing, with some weird typo typographic stuff. You know, there were always these Roger Dean inspired graphics on Amiga games, and I wanted to do something like this. But this game will be a little bit in the vein of there was a game called Black Belt on the Sega Master System, which I like very much. And so it's basically just moving throughout the level, jumping and killing stuff that's trying to kill you, and then the end there's some end boss that you'll be fighting.
Wow, it looks
Yeah,
very cool.
that's
Neuromatic, thank you. Yeah, it looks awesome. The colors are wild. So yeah, I mean I'm very excited about it, but we gotta make sure you finish Inviyya first.
yeah, of course. I just want to say, yeah, but now the engine is here, so I think this won't take that long to
So I got another
get
image
done.
here. Let's see, Control Plus. I'll pull this one up. Now, is this image of the same game or a different game?
That's a different game. That's something more like how to say it's like the thing is about this. This is only 16 colors. Also, I'm a little bit proud about this. So this would also run on an Amiga 1000. I think it looks from the fidelity of the background, it looks much more colorful.
It looks beautiful. It
Uh,
almost looks like a digitized image.
yeah, a bit, isn't it? Yeah, but it's only 16 colors at the moment, and yeah, it will be like a shooter. It's like you're running and shooting, and yeah, a little bit of platforming in it, and that's the idea about this. So I'm already thinking like sometimes when I'm a little bit fed up with doing graphics for Inviyya, I need to do some other stuff. That's one that's one of these things you can see.
Yeah,
So
it does
planning
look like
for
Raston.
future projects.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. It's cool. So you've got 2 more games coming down the pike. That is incredible.
yes, I love pixeling stuff, and I love thinking about how I could do my next games, and yeah, it keeps me from getting crazy just doing Inviyya finishing it. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Amiga Son? Great to see you, Amiga Son. Yeah, it's Johnny. So Johnny, he mentioned, what's up, Johnny, Amazon TV. Michael mentioned that the game will be coming out on the sooner side. He's got some beta testing to do, and he'll probably finish it in a few weeks. So, maybe by the summer, you think it'll be out?
Excuse me?
Maybe
I
the
was
game could potentially be out by the summer.
Yeah, that's really, I hope so, because I'm getting tired of it. No, it's really, like I said, it's like, so I'm working on the end boss now, which I hope will be finished in the next 2 weeks, is my plan. Then I will be giving this to the beta testers, and when they say, okay, this is this, I think I'll be doing like 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks of finishing bugs off and something like that, and then I hope it will get released.
I know you mentioned it
That's
before, but my man, 10-minute Amiga Retrocast wasn't quite here yet. Could you say who the publisher is and what formats the game's going to be available in?
There will be a big box like this one, and there will also be a download version. And probably when you go to your schoolyard and then you swap your 3.5-inch discs, there will probably a cracked version as well.
You gotta have the crack tro.
Yeah, you never know.
It's not a proper Amiga game without a crack tro.
Yeah, of course there must be some crack troll, and maybe there's somebody already working on this. You never know.
That's funny. Jamie Morgan
You
just
know,
games is wondering. He's like, you got 3 games in the queue. Well, 1 game you're working on now and 2 more in the future. What do you do like in your spare time? Do you have any chill time?
excuse me again. What?
You're developing 3 games at one time. Jamie's curious what you do in your free time if you have any.
No, I'm not working on 3 games. It's just for me. It's like working on 1 game and then like thinking about what could be a future game and making some
Concept.
graphics for it. And yeah, I also play games, of course. I play the stuff that other people are creating for the Amiga. Like Richie was doing with Rishu, and Giza was doing with Rider, which I play a lot, but it's so damn difficult. Oh my god. Yeah, it's also playing this stuff.
Yeah, Breach Shooter is a great one.
Also, and I'm looking forward to Scourge of the Underkind by Mr. Rain.
I can't wait for that either. I think that's also going to be an Amiga 500 game. I bought the Amiga 500 Scourge of the Underkind case bundle from a1200.net, so that's gonna be sweet. And Wayne Ashworth, man, he's an amazing artist. I can't wait to see what he does with that. But
I watched your stream with him just lately again, so because it was so interesting.
Yeah, he's a. I'm looking forward to hidden phalluses in his game. I know he's watching. I've seen him there. I know there's gonna be some secrets in there.
Yeah, it's probably a lot of secret dicks somewhere hidden, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
if you know his Facebook page.
Oh, thanks, Mickey. Yo, Hardwater Gaming is going great. Thank you. Vicky Pixel Vixen is asking if there is a beam shot, like an R-Type.
There's no beam shot in the game. No.
So it's basically the two. I've so far we've seen I think 2 weapons. This is the basic laser, and then you have the dual colored laser.
Yeah, there's like this thing you start with, then the one you see at the moment, which is a faster version of that, and the dual color laser, and the speed ups for your ship. That's it at the moment.
Gotcha.
There's also, I'm at the moment I haven't optimized much, so maybe if I could take some more speed out of the engine, maybe there'll be some other stuff, but I cannot promise that yet.
Thank you for incorporating auto fire by holding down the button. That's massive, especially when you've got old man hands like myself. I used to be able to hit the button pretty fast when I was a kid, but not anymore. I get tired after like 2 minutes.
Yeah, but there's one guy who's always asking me. He's Nikos. Maybe if you're watching, hello Nikos. And he specifically asked me to remove that, so he can tap like a crazy man. He loves that. So I told him I would just do a version for him.
That's awesome. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's fun to do that, but I just get wiped out too fast.
Yeah, for me it's also it's so, because in the early version you had to do this like everything manually, but then it was, for me, testing it was already so hard. I didn't like this so much. So yeah, I think with autofire it's much more convenient.
It is. I agree. Zachros has got a great question that I meant to ask you. Can you talk about the tools that you use to make the game, like especially like the graphics? Like, is this some D-Paint work? How'd you do that?
No, the graphics, everything is done in GIMP. GIMP?
Yeah, GIMP is the free.
It's a little bit like, it's a free Photoshop-like version of where you can do graphics with. And I'm doing everything in GIMP, and I made some tools for converting this. So I wrote everything myself in C# on Visual Studio Code, and I'm using BASM. BASM for assembling stuff, and on the other stuff I incorporated was the Pro Tracker play routine is made by PHX. It's like, I think everybody uses this at the moment for games. So
yeah, I know. When we had McGeezer on from of Rygar fame, that's where I learned about VASM when I had him on. It looks like a really cool tool.
It's like the standard at the moment, I think, for Pro Tracker sound in Amiga games.
Did you use an emulator to build the game and then test it on real Amigas?
I used the FS UAE.
Yep, it's a great emulator. I love it.
Yeah, because I'm using a Mac at home for coding, so I'm using the emulator all the time, but also I test on my real machines. So usually on the Amiga 1000 and also on the Amiga 1200 or 1200. And because I want this to run on AGA as well, so I think it's good to test on both machines. Speaking
of AGA, I think 10-minute Amiga Retrocast asked a question before. He would, or maybe it's just a comment, he would love it if these OCS games came out in OCS and there was like an AGA enhanced version. Do you have any plans of doing that in the future, or is it just hard enough to optimize everything for the OCS? You call it a day after that?
Yeah, the thing is, I've been working a lot on how to say, getting OCS, getting the most out of OCS over the years. So if I did an AGA version of this, it wouldn't really do AGA justice, I think.
Understood. Yeah, it's so optimized for the OCS.
So if I did an AGA game, I would also want to do a game where people really say, "Oh wow, that looks crazy for an AGA game, even or something." So like many colors, many parallax layers or something. So where people really say, "Wow, this looks really different to what an OCS game typically looks like."
Yeah, it's amazing. It reminds me the level, the quality. It reminds me of Metro Siege when we had Michael Parent on. It's like these OCS games just look stunning. Like if someone told me this was AGA, I would believe it.
I remember when I saw Metro Siege on your show, I was really like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because I was like, I literally said to myself, "Wow, I need to step up my game now," because really, Inviyya looked less good than it looks now. Then I saw Michael's game, and also Alpine. Alex is working on this as a coder, Metro Siege, and then I thought, well, oh no, my God, how can I make my game a little bit more pretty so it doesn't look bad against Metro Siege? So yeah, so it was like he gave me motivation to get better, and it's also a good thing in our scene that we motivate each other for building better looking games.
Yeah, that's great. You guys inspire each other. It's awesome, and
Yeah,
it makes you better, and it makes a better game. It makes it a better experience for Amiga fans like myself. Zachros has got a couple great questions. He's asking what the screen resolution is, as well as he said how many different sprite plotting routines.
Excuse me. Well,
how many sprite plot routines are there?
Different sprites plotting routines. There's actually just one. I'd say there's like what you see here is everything. Everything's pops, like glitter objects, and only the score and the live display. When you can see this layers, the overlay. That's sprites also, as well as the background parallax. But there's moving objects you see, everything of those are pops.
Do you want to, for the folks who are watching that have no idea what a sprite or a bob is, can you explain that to the folks?
What?
Can you explain what a sprite is and what a bob is for people who are watching who don't have any gaming programming experience?
Okay, a bob is a so-called glitter object. That's something, the Amiga is working with bit planes, which are basically just a buffer in the memory, and bobs are directly writing into these buffers, which means you also need to take care each frame that you repair the buffer after you've written some information into it. So you need to clear up each frame. And before you can write again into this frame the sprite information when the sprite moved or the bob moved. And the sprite, like the typical sprite you say, that's something you don't have to take care about these things because it's like a completely indifferent layer. Okay, now you see that's interesting. Now you see an end post that isn't finished yet.
Oh, okay, I made it to the end. Excellent.
Yeah, you see it. Yeah, you cannot beat it at the moment.
It's a work in progress. So bobs are basically, because it uses blitter, I imagine that's something that's unique to Amiga, because sprites are used in so many different video games on like every different platform. Would a bob be unique to Amiga, being that it uses the blitter chip?
Yeah, it uses the blitter chip, and the thing is, like, it's directly writing into the buffer, into what you see there, the graphics, and it needs to clean up after that again, or it would look very funny. Like you would see all kinds of ships, like in those crazy 80s animations, when if you remember, where like this video stuff, where it's like you can see pop, 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 many things happening and destroying the screen or something. Yeah, it would look like this. And but with sprites, you don't have the problem. You just have objects that are independent from the background. These are sprites.
What's the screen resolution? Oh, sorry to interrupt.
That's 304 to 192, I think. Yeah.
304 to 192.
That's the visible area.
Gotcha. Is there a website up for the game yet?
Basically, at the moment, it's just my Facebook page, which is Facebook/Inviyya. It's like INVIYYA. Yeah.
I'll have to put
that's
that.
everything. I don't have a web page. I'm not that professional.
I think the Facebook page is good. The only problem is not everyone's on Facebook, but the thing is that you can still see the Facebook page even if you're not on Facebook, so that's good.
Yeah, it's open. That everybody can visit it and see all the graphics or stuff.
Oh, Vicky Pixel Vixen's got a great question. Is it NTSC compatible?
No, it isn't. I think so because I have never tried it, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe I find out it is, or I don't really have any idea about NTSC. I was asking in the Commodore Amiga group on Facebook how many people there are who are still using NTSC for gaming, and there are not that many, it seems.
No.
Those who were, they got themselves PAL machines. So
this machine I'm using here is where is it? Where am I here? Overhead cam. This is a 1200 I've got going on here. PAL 1200. Johnny from Amington TV has got a question that I missed before. Sorry about that, Johnny. He's asking. He also makes great games. He's asking, is the background scroll based on the tiles or the big play fields?
No, these are tiles.
Tiles.
But a little bit the trick is where the graphics looks as organic as they are is I can paint the whole level in GIMP, and my routine makes tiles out of that. So
your routine makes tiles out of, so you draw. So basically the way it works is you go into GIMP, which is like Photoshop. You draw the entire level, and then it makes tiles out of that.
Yeah, exactly. That's my routine that I have is doing that. And so that's very convenient for me because I can just draw whatever I want, and I don't need to like draw every tile and then make in some other program put every tile there. It makes me crazy. Really, then the game would take another 10 years probably. So yeah.
Pred Seda Lemon Amiga is asking how many levels the game is going to ultimately have.
6 levels.
6 levels. So we've seen. Wait, is this level 3 or 4 that I'm at?
You're at level 4 at the moment.
Level 4. Okay, so the other ADF you gave me, I don't need to boot, is just this level, correct?
It's also that level.
Okay, so
you made it to the level. Congratulations! I've seen it.
Excellent. So I noticed there were a few moments when I may have gotten away with a little help. I think there were a few times when I probably should have been killed and I wasn't. Is the collision detection still a work in progress as well?
The what? The collision?
Yeah. Are you going to work on the collision detection more? Because there's a few moments in the game where I probably should have been killed, but I got away with one.
Yeah, but it's how to say. With the backgrounds, I'm trying to be not that Nazi, because so it doesn't immediately kill you. So you have some leeway there if you touch something in some places, because usually if you have a pixel perfect collision detection, it tends to make gamers angry because it feels like it doesn't feel to the gamer that it's really fair to them. So yeah, it's really like this. This is interesting. If you really do a pixel perfect collision, it feels to you like the game is cheating on you. So it's how to say? Yeah, I'm trying to give the players a little bit more space than they see.
Patrick Navayan, also another great game creator. Thanks for popping in, Patrick. It's great to see you.
Yeah, hello, Patrick.
Yeah, a few of the folks are asking, will there be difficulty levels? Because they're saying, you know what, if Amiga Bill can get to level 4, then it must be too easy.
Well, I think you have to try this. I think you rather played it well because I've seen many people on the Amiga 34 show, like on the trade fair there. And you would have been one of the really good players there because many people didn't make it through this level you just played in one attempt or something. Like people used many attempts, or maybe the good ones used like 3 or 4 attempts, and there was just one person who made it through the whole level without getting killed.
Oh, wow.
So I think you're actually playing very good here.
Thank you. Wayne Ashworth is asking if the backgrounds are 8 colors.
The parallax backgrounds? No, they're just 4 colors.
4 colors on the parallax backgrounds,
Yeah.
got it. So backgrounds are
And,
4, and you said the sprites are 16?
Excuse me?
How many colors are the sprites?
All the splitter objects you see in the foreground are 16 colors, as well as the background you see, like, which is not the parallax layers.
Okay,
Also
so
16 colors.
so 30. There's basically 32 color palette.
No, not really. It's just 16 colors plus 4 colors for the parallax layers.
Oh wow. Oh, got it. 16 colors total plus the 4.
So it's like a 20 color game.
Wow.
Or on the Amiga, you have to say it's a 20 palette entry game, because you can change those colors on the fly each line. So yeah, which sometimes happens a bit.
Oh, I see. So you can sneak in more colors by you can change specific colors in the register to a different color. So keep the same number of colors, but change that specific register.
Exactly.
Oh, cool. I love these robots. Are such a cool character. They remind me. I used to have these toys when I was a kid called Go Daken. They were kind of like a Japanese Transformer version of Transformers, and they were. Reminds me so much of Go Daken. I know Vicky Pixel Vixen's gonna get some Go Daken when she goes to Japan.
How do you call it?
Go Daken.
Go
That's how I pronounced it. But you know what? They call me Silly Billy for a reason. I'm sure that I'm pronouncing it incorrectly.
But I understand Go Bacon.
Oh
so
no, Go Daken. Yeah, Go Bacon. You must be hungry. All right, bring on this boss. I think we might have a little hiccup here. I might have to reboot. Michael, the game is awesome. Listen, I'm gonna reboot. Yeah, this is just a work in progress beta test version of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the end bosses are still having problems, so I'm working on them yet. So I was even considering if I show them, but I said, oh, wow. It's like if I tell everybody what's the thing is at the moment, I think it's okay.
Oh, it's pronounced Go-da-Iken. Go-da-Iken. The boss is on vacation. Lazy boss. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, right on. Thank you. Thanks, Vicky. I actually pronounced it pretty well. Michael, how much is the game going to cost? And where can people buy it when it comes out?
I think the download version will be around 10 to 12 euros, and the boxed version we are not decided yet. Maybe 30 euros, 35 euros, something around that.
10 euros for a download is really fair.
Yeah, I think so. That's okay.
I play too good. The boss is hiding. Hilarious. Oh, Jamie Morgan's got a question for me. He's asking, what was the first game I played on my Amiga 500? The first game I played on my 500 was, you know what? I think it was actually Barbarian, the Psygnosis Barbarian game. It was a weird game that you played with a mouse. And I've played it on stream a couple times. I think that might have been the very, very first one. That and Defender of the Crown. But side-scrolling shooters are really my favorite. Like I love, like I said, I love Reshooter. I love all the old school games like R-Type, and I loved like Blood Money. Some of those games were great. I assume those are some of your favorites as well, Michael?
I really loved first was Marble Madness.
Oh, Marble Madness was one of the originals. I love Marble Madness. It's one of my go-tos.
Yeah, it was like my head was exploding when I saw this back in 1986. It was so crazy. And then I remember Defender of the Crown. I love. Also, I liked the first game I had for the Amiga 500. It was. Do you remember Star Wars? It was like this vector graphics game that you played with the mouse, and yeah, I really liked that one. And
Star Wars is awesome. I love Star Wars. I think we did I think on May 4th, I did a stream, all Star Wars. May the 4th be with
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Cool.
Um,
Also, I remember like the first really mind-blowing game for me that I played like all summer through was Interceptor in 1988.
oh, Interceptor is great.
Interceptor was amazing. Yeah.
I love Interceptor. The 10-minute Amiga Retrocast got a great question. Is there like a set limit to the number of box copies? So will there be like a max? Are you gonna say, okay, there's only gonna be 30 copies available, or only 50 copies available, or are you gonna kind of see people gonna pre-order it and then you can base it on that?
I don't have any idea on this really, because I'm not doing this myself, so I have to. I think Sebastian from Polyplay has to take care about this. So I don't have any idea about the
Gotcha.
box copies. Mhm.
Get it while it's hot. Yo, DJ Billy Nest, what is up? Great to see you, DJ Billy Nest. So so we have 4 levels here. The final game will have 6 levels. Well,
Some people are stating here they think the game is too easy, and I just want to say it's for me it's no problem to make the game more difficult because I just have to place the enemies more in more difficult positions or make a few more of them. I think for me the challenge is to make the game interesting to beginners, so they don't feel like you remember those games from the 80s where you don't have any chance. You didn't have any chance. You started playing, you were dead in like 10 seconds, and you never played the game again. But on the other side, you also need to give a challenge to those people who are really into shooters. So, yeah, I think that's the thing.
it might be interesting to have different levels, like beginner, like novice, intermediate and advanced. That'd be a really cool feature. I don't know. It's easy for me to say. He's probably like, oh man, that's like another 1,000 hours of coding for me. Who does this guy think he is? But it would be cool to have different difficulty levels. Is there any plan for that?
Not at the moment. It wouldn't be that difficult to implement actually, but at the moment there's no plan for it.
The game's not that easy. I'm just that good.
I mean, for this level, it is the first level. This is everybody who's playing this game. Even if you're not good at shooters, you should be able to finish it in a few tries. Which is for me like the first level of R-Type. I remember it was also like it's really easy to finish after a few tries. So, I don't know, but like I said, for me it depends on what the beta testers will say, what they will tell me, and what kind of input I get there. So, yeah.
Are you planning to add more colors, copper colors?
No, I don't. I think the colors as they are at the moment are really okay.
They look gorgeous. I love them. Hey guys, if you are just joining the stream, we are talking with Michael Borrmann. We are playing his new game, Inviyya. It's incredible. To me, the game is great. The thing that blows me away the most, to be honest, Michael, is that you did everything. You did the coding, you did the graphics, and you did the music and sound effects. I mean, unbelievable job, Michael. I mean, that is crazy. You are an extremely talented dude.
Thank you. Nice to hear.
Pred Sada wants to know why the ship shoots from its roof. Meika's got laser blasters on the roof.
Yeah, it's just like that at the moment. I don't know. I liked it when it was like this. So.
Amiga Sun's got a great question. Amiga Sun wants to know what language you programmed the game in. He's just joining in the stream.
This game is written in pure assembler.
Pure assembler?
Only assembler.
Only assembler. You didn't use any C or anything like that? Just assembler?
Yeah, it's just assembler.
It plays super, super smooth. It's awesome. I think this level 2 is absolutely gorgeous. I love the background layer. Now, I remember on the English Amiga board forum, in the thread, oh man, I got owned. In the thread about this game, people were talking about dithering. Is there any dithering? Dithering is a technique where you can, it appears that you have more colors than you actually do by blending them together. It's a technique I use in art department professional all the time. And I know there was a big discussion about it. So some people said dithering looks good like on a CRT, but not on a LCD. I'm wondering if did you use dithering in the game after all?
I used dithering in the earlier version of the game, but not here anymore, or not much. There are levels that have some dithering, which are usually most on the background, because to have some, how to say, some separation from foreground, which looks very clear or clean, to the background, which looks more diffuse. You have some spatial differentiation there.
I love it because that really comes through it, and by making the foreground sharper and the background diffused or softer, like you say, it gives it really a really nice depth. Like it feels you can really feel the depth back there. So I got a question for you, Michael. So being that you did the graphics, the programming, like and the music, like you must do some kind of other artwork. Like do you do pixel art on the side? Like tell me about. I want to know about that stuff. Like how's someone that talented where they can do all three? It's incredible.
No, it's just a coincidence, and also I'm like an ancient dude, so I've done some stuff in my life because I've always been coding. That's also my job, my day job, but then there's usually normal programming language and modern stuff. But with the pixeling thing, I kind of always did a bit. I've been on an art school. Where here in Germany, because it's like it's like a high school for art I did, and so I've always been drawing stuff and also painting. I did some oil painting when I was a little bit younger, and I have, which not so many people know, I have a music career also. I did some electronic music when around 20 to 25 years old. Also I went to some big festivals, playing there around the world also. I released some records, like on real vinyl stuff.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, and I'm still DJing. Like every 2 months, I'm also having a party here in Munich, where like 150 to 200 people are attending.
Wow.
And we are playing there, like we're playing old school electro music, like Kraftwerk,
I love it.
Africa Bambata stuff, and I'm still teaching there. So yeah, I'm also in music, so I kind of can combine all these things into a game. So yeah, I'm lucky in that.
That's amazing. I figured like you don't just all of a sudden you don't say I want to make a game and figure out the music along the way. Like you must have had some kind of background. That's so cool that you're a DJ. Kraftwerk is one of my favorites. My friend Paul Rickards is an amazing artist, and at Vintage Computer Festival East last year, he had a whole exhibit about using plotters. He does like amazing artwork with plotters. And so I bought a piece from him that is like the opening to Kraftwerk. It's the wavelength of the sounds, the opening to like We Are the Robots, I think. And it's a beautiful piece of artwork. It's just awesome. I love it. I've got it in my closet where I keep my cameras. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, there's some good stuff.
I'm just blown away that you did everything. I had no idea. When you were posting the updates, I thought you were just coding it. I didn't realize that you did everything. So I mean, I'd imagine it would take longer to make the game because normally I guess someone is coding while someone else is making the music and another person is doing the graphics, but you have to do them all. Like how did you balance your time between the two? Did you say, I need a spaceship, so you just went out and made a spaceship, or like what was your plan? How do you attack that?
Yeah, it's basically like this. It's just I was for a long time I was just working on one level. It was like 2 years or something. It was just always one level I worked on, and it was like creating the engine and everything. And then when I implemented that other levels could be loaded, I needed to draw all the other levels, so I did that. And yeah, it's basically my workflow. I don't have any. It's just I'm working whatever I like at the moment. Sometimes also I'm just like there were months where I was always just doing palettes. Like I was just checking things out, like how they work with colors, with each other, thinking about colors and like experimenting a lot. And then I didn't work on the game. So, but for me, it's natural to work like this because, it's just my hobby. This is not a work for me. So I don't want to lose my fun doing it. You know? So sometimes I just need a break, and then I'm working just on other stuff like these prototype pictures I sent you, we were showing before. Also just working on palettes and yeah, or sometimes also a little bit music in
That's the
code
key.
tracking.
That's the key. It's a very long, arduous process. So you have to. It's easy to get burned out, I'm sure. So you have to keep it interesting. He already answered this, but I'll say it again because there's always new viewers. Sfinto777 is asking what screen mode it uses, what the resolution is, bit planes, and does it use dual play fields. You can just
Yeah,
list the specs.
yeah, that's already answered here. I see. There's
Oh, they're answering it in the chat for you.
yeah, they already yeah, that's true. 304 um, width and 192 with height, and there are 4 bit plates, and there's a sprite layer in the background for the parallax.
Juji
That's
Pella.
basically.
My buddy Juji Pella's got a great question. Do you
Uh-huh.
plan on any cheat codes or Easter eggs in the game?
No, nothing.
No.
Maybe an Easter egg, but for cheat codes, there will be in the trade version, I think, in the crack. There'll be.
I can't wait.
So I don't.
The crack shows are the best. I mean, how cool is it going to be to pop in a floppy disk into your like Amiga 500, have a crack show, and then you get this game, and then all 6
Yeah,
levels fit on one floppy. That's incredible.
yeah, and I still have space on the floppy. That's the crazy thing. I could do a 7 level or maybe even an 8.
Oh wow.
That's
Yep, you have to come out with a
yeah,
special director's edition.
yeah, maybe one day. But I was really surprised after all this crunching and using those crunches, how much space I did have left on the floppy.
It's,
Because before I was thinking I could max do 4 levels, and then I don't have any space left on one disk. But when I implemented the crunches and packing everything, there was really so much space left. I was really surprised. Even with music, music is the thing I noticed which takes the most space, or which you cannot crunch very good, because it's the way our sound data is built up.
did you use
So
Pro Tracker?
I use Pro Tracker, yeah.
Yeah.
So which wasn't easy for me because I've never been a tracker guy myself in the past, but yeah, I learned it and now I'm kind of okay, sure. I think.
So you taught yourself Pro Tracker just to make music for the game. That is awesome. Michael, you're like an inspiration, man. You're my new hero.
You taught yourself Pro Tracker just to make music for the game.
Oh, wow, I heard myself for a second. Someone's got a good question, and I'm battling a boss right now. There we go. Yeah, it is, Richard. It's amazing you can put it all in just 1.3.5. Skyzoo's asking, where and when can you try a demo of the game?
Yeah, that's yeah, we had this right before. Actually, I wanted to do a demo for today, but my week was really, really busy, so I didn't have time for that to put it together. But I will try to have it ready tomorrow evening. So just check into my Facebook page, or I will also put this on the EAB and the A1K forums. The link for the download. So tomorrow evening, just wait for it. Then you see you can play the first level of the game.
Awesome. So
Yeah.
it's
Thank you.
yeah, so it's facebook.com/Inviyya.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
Let me show them your Facebook page real quick.
Mhm.
Richard's asking what happened to the music. He thought he heard different music at earlier times.
Yes, that's true. That's a little bit how to say not so easy point for me because there was I used music from a guy that's called Trias or Trias or something, and I really liked this music. It was really awesome, but I felt at one point that he didn't keep up with updates for the music, so I was a little bit worried. So when I didn't hear from him for a time, I thought that I'd be better off making my own music, which is now, how to say, I really love this music. I think it's really amazing. But it's just the point, like, I thought, I was a little bit scared, like, maybe then the game is finished and I still don't have music or something. So I had this discussion with him, and I have much respect for him. And he's really an amazing musician, and I would really love to use his music in the future. But I think for Inviyya, I just decided, okay, I'll do it myself now.
Very cool, very cool. So I know what I want. Being that you're a DJ and you've released vinyl albums, I'm a huge vinyl fan. So I want to get with the boxed edition. I want a special edition that comes with the soundtrack on vinyl. That'd be really, really cool.
That would be fun. That's true.
Actually, last Christmas, I think I picked up the Another World soundtrack on vinyl. It's really, really well done. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's nice. I've heard also that Chris Hülsbeck was doing some vinyl releases lately of his old music, or I don't know. It's a nice format. Also, on my party that I do every 2 months, we only have vinyl DJ. Yeah, vinyl DJs.
At your party, it's only vinyl.
It's only vinyl, yeah.
So in your parties are in Munich?
Yeah, it's in Munich. Like I said, every 2 months, and it's a place called Feuerwerk. And yeah, if somebody's interested, just write to me on the Inviyya page and the Facebook page. I can show you. And it's also free entry. And yeah, just go there, have a party, drink some beer with us.
Yeah, I've got to come check out the party and check out Aries headquarters. That'd be awesome, and hang out with you. That'd be a great day.
Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun. Oh man. Does anyone else have any questions for Michael? I mean, Michael, the game is outstanding. I mean, congratulations. And this is also, to put it in perspective, not only did he do the graphics, the music, and the coding, but it's his first Amiga game. So I think you've got a very, very bright future ahead of you with your Amiga gaming career, Michael. This is amazing. Congratulations! It's just awesome.
Thank you. When I started this game, there was not much around actually to compare to. For me, I have to say, credit where credit's due. It was Reshoot, the first one by Richie Löwenstein, that I saw, and I thought, ooh, maybe I can do a game myself. So I think it was, for me, Reshoot was the first modern Amiga game that appeared again. There were a few other things, but just from the quality, I think Reshoot was the first game that really tried to be on the technical level of old games again, and that was really impressive to me. So I wanted to do something like that also. But I wanted to do it on OCS because for me the Amiga 500 was the thing I knew from my childhood. So yeah.
It's so cool. To be honest, if I saw a game like this on the Amiga 500 back then, it would blow my mind. It'd be like one of my favorite games. You know, it's beautiful. It sounds amazing. It plays great. It feels like a AAA game. It plays really smooth. It's wonderful. Mike, so I think I might have seen this before, but Juji's curious what some of your favorite Amiga games are. I know R-Type based on the design of this game. What else do you like?
My favorite Amiga games, like I said, Interceptor is one. I loved playing Rainbow Islands with my mama. Back then, it was really cool. Yeah, it's really like every evening we played Rainbow Islands together. It was really fun time. Also, I loved playing. There was a game that was called Warhead. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit like Elite, but with actual a real space simulation, and it was really cool because you had missions and stuff. And it was a really nice game. And on action games, I always felt a bit like there was not so much good stuff on the Amiga. Like after R-Type, the first really great thing for me was Turrican. I played that really a lot. I played that for months. So much Turrican. But I didn't like I didn't like the second one. Everybody's always talking about the second Turrican. I said, oh, it's the best Turrican. I really didn't like that one. For me, the first one was a perfect game. I played this like a couple of 100 times, I think.
Wow.
And yeah, it's I really like that one. Also, I like Populous.
Populous is great.
Yeah, it was like so mind-bending with like this kind of game concept back then, and changes, and also.
And Populous,
yes.
Populous 2, Powermonger, those were great.
Yeah, I really love those. Also, what what I really loved was Starglider 2. Not from the gameplay, but the way those graphics looked. It was really also. I was feeling like in a science fiction movie or something. Especially when you encountered the space whales.
Yeah, it's beautiful. To me, this, it's so funny that even the graphic style of this game reminds me a little bit of Invent's graphic style for Reshooter. This is almost like an OCS version of Reshooter in a way. In a way. It's definitely a different game, but the style, it's got the Reshooter vibe, which is awesome. I think it's great. I love it. I'm playing poorly on this round, Michael. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm dead.
Okay, it's not so easy. Okay, it's also a bad spawn point, I see here.
Yeah, I got stuck with the spawn point there.
Yeah.
I'm a big. I should go back and play the original Turrican because I always go to Turrican 2, and I mean, what a great game. That game holds up to this day. A game is great when it can be made, 30 years ago, and you still play it today, and it's still a good game today.
Mm. I see here. Yeah. Also, I prefer the third Turrican over the second. Like I see here in the chat, it's the Lone 7 is saying. For me, it's the same. I like the third one and the first one, but not the second one. I don't know why.
Oh, Amiga Nick just got a CRT monitor, a 1081. I really would love to play this game on a CRT monitor. Did you optimize the graphics for an LCD versus a CRT or vice versa, or you just
No?
you made them on an LCD though, so.
I'm sorry. I sometimes I test it on a CRT, but I don't. I have to say I'm not such a huge fan. Like everybody's always raving about CRTs or something, but I don't know. I think I prefer LCDs or whatever modern stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I am a CRT fan. I think the Sony BVMs just look amazing, and on my Amiga I use the 1084s. But for me, part of it is the nostalgia factors as well, because the monitor is your portal, into your retro experience. That's what you're staring right into, and even like all the flicker, the scan lines, you can actually see the pixels, like all that just like plays into the nostalgia factor for me.
Yeah, I know what you want to say. For me, it's different things, For me, it's like the machine itself. So because that's one of the reasons I have Amiga 1000, because it was always for me the Amiga. I just need to have one, and it was very important for me. Also, like I'm a big fan of floppy disks. For me, it's like I don't like playing games from GoTech or from hard disk. I always write them on floppy disks. Even when I test the game, I write it on a floppy disk and play it from there, because I just like it. So important for me. Also I have a C64 here. I still have the huge 1541 floppy drive, and it's just important for me. I love that.
I agree.
But I'm not so. For me, the CRT is not that important for my nostalgia feeling. Strangely enough.
I'm with you on the floppies. Normally I use floppies instead of the GoTech, but today I had to use the GoTech because floppy drive failed. Unfortunately, they're mechanical devices, and those things happen. Yeah, and I love the sound of it too. I really, because I feel like when you look at an LCD monitor, you're like halfway to emulation. Oh, see, I got away with one there, Michael. I got away with one there.
Yeah.
But I'm playing on an LCD now. It looks great. I can't wait to try it on a CRT. Juji Pella's got a great question. We know that you programmed the entire game in assembler, but how difficult was it to do that? Especially since I know you are a professional coder, but you have to learn 68,000 assembler. Was it hard to do everything in assembly language?
Yeah, there is stuff that's a lot more difficult in assembler, I think, and I think also it takes much more time to write stuff in assembler. Yeah, but for me it's a little bit of a, how to say, first off, it's my hobby, it's not my work. In my work, I'm working in C languages, so I don't want to do that as my hobby. And the other thing is all my heroes back in the day were like those assembler gods, like David Braybrook or whoever, you know. So I always wanted to be the assembler guy. And yeah, that's basically why I'm doing it. It's just love for doing assembler. I love it in a way.
It seems to
But
me
it's
like
also-
you're a Renaissance man. You're a guy who can play music, create beautiful pixel art, code. Oh man, it seems to me like you're the kind of person that would want to try and learn something new. You know, so like being that you already knew C and like you said, you use it at work, you wouldn't have programmed this in C because you know you want to learn something new and master something else, master something different and new.
Yeah, sometimes. I like doing that. But at the moment, I'm really happy with the Amiga. I've always been searching for something like what I can do with the Amiga because, you know, when I was coding for the backtracks, it was interesting and was nice. But if you're doing these vector graphics, it's in a way very limiting. It's everything black and white, and it's just lines. And it's like I could never, play out my whole skill level for this. And I think on the Amiga, with the pixeling, with the colors, there's like this is much more good for my skill level. I can really play out my skills here in music, in graphics department, also in coding. It's really fun. Also coding the 68K processor is really amazing. It's much fun. It's really one of the best CPUs I've ever seen from the assembler perspective of things. So yeah, it's really fun. The Amiga is a fun machine to code for.
Yes.
And on the question we had at the very beginning with like how difficult it is to get into there, I would say it's difficult to get started coding on the Amiga, but it's much easier later on when you have your system a little bit running, and because the 68K CPU is really nice, you can do so many things with this. You can almost code it like it's like in C, because you have structures, you have objects, you have function pointers. Whoever's coding knows what I'm talking about here. And I think if you're on the C64, where I also made a game for, it's really easy to get into, because it's so easy to get some sprites going, to have some like moving objects, to write jars into the screen, like to have a basic playfield. You can do this, like you can learn this in like 2 or 3 hours. Everybody can do this. But on the C64, the problem is later on, because 64 kilobytes is really not much. You don't have much space. You're always fighting for space on the C64. You don't have these problems on the Amiga really, because you have much space. You have like these wonderful sampling capabilities for music, and the CPU is really helping you with a lot of things. So yeah, so I'd say on the Amiga it's difficult to start game programming, but later on it's much more easier to get something going. And on the C64 it's super easy to get something going, like some moving objects. But later on it's difficult to make a whole game with this, because you really need to think about where to put your graphics and everything.
The memory optimization, yeah, is more challenging because it's only 64.
Yeah, a lot more challenging than on the Amiga, I think.
Captain John Archer, I'm using monster joysticks today. I am a beta tester for the Greek stick, and we found something that needs a little modification. So I am in the process of sending back my Greek stick, and they're gonna put in a different piece. That's why we beta test. So the Greek stick is awesome, but it needs a little love right now. Dino is going to fix it up for me, and then I'll be back in action with the Greek stick. I can't wait because I love the Greek stick. But right now I'm using the Monster, with both great sticks. Good question, Captain. Great to see you, by the way. It's been way too long. So I would imagine it's 3 channels of music and 1 channel of sound effects.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's true.
The music sounds so good. I should do one run with the music turned up so everyone could really hear it. I can, like, on this level, like this music right here, I can like totally picture myself like in a club. I love deep house music. It's my favorite. Deep house is my favorite.
But there will be more tracks. I think I'm repeating this track, and on the next level because on that music I'm still working on, and also there will be more, because at the moment it's just one loop playing, always the same, but there will be more variation on this, of course. It's just, so I made some basic music pattern thing on these tracks, and I will work this out later on.
Borrmann's asking if this would be proto 16-bit. I'm not sure what that is.
I don't know as well.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a maybe he means probably 16-bit. Yeah, well, Amiga's technically 32-bit, right?
No, the Amiga 500 is 16-bit and 32-bit both
Bus,
in
yeah.
a way. Like one part is 16-bit
Right.
and on the bus I think it's, I don't know, 24-bit even or something. There's some strange thing going on there on the registers. But I think on the 1200 it's a pure 32-bit machine.
Right.
I think.
Yep.
After that.
Like the CD when CD32 came out, hence CD32.
CD32, yeah.
Oh, proto means early 16-bit.
Okay, so he's not an Amiga guy anyway, so he's asking that. Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, technically, I guess it is 16-bit. Well, because the Amiga 500 is a 16-bit machine with a 32-bit bus, right? All 68 processors can process 32-bit code. Got it, Amiga Live. Even the 16-bit Amigas. Sweet. I'm gonna try and do a run here. I'm gonna try and make it to the end again. Let's see if I can do it, Michael. So right now, I've got 4 levels here, and the final game will have 6 levels. How many tracks are in the game right now? Audio tracks, like music tracks.
My goal is that every level
song.
has its own track.
Okay.
Yeah, every level has its own track, and but also I think on the 5th, on the 6th level, they already have their own tracks. It's just at the moment like these 2 levels, like the 3rd and the 4th, they use the same loop at the moment. But in the end, every level has its own track, so we set 6 tracks, and there will be a boss music playing. So if you enter the boss area,
So there could be 12 tracks then, because 6 levels and then a different music for each boss.
Yeah, but maybe the boss theme will be the same for each level. And I think our type does it that way, doesn't it?
It's the same song for every boss on R-Type?
So
I don't remember. I feel because I usually beat the first boss and then call it a day. Oh man, let's see. We'll do a reboot there. Well, I don't have any alcohol with me, but I do have some Pellegrino sparkling water. Michael, cheers, man! Congratulations to you. This is super inspiring. Michael's first Amiga game. He did the coding, the graphics, and the music. Cheers, Mike. Good luck with this. I mean, best wishes.
Cheers.
This game is just awesome.
Thank you.
Cheers to you very much. Thank you for your hard work and giving us Amiga users this wonderful, wonderful gift.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for coming on the show. Captain John says it's a great decision to release on Polyplay. Superb quality for the box, etc. Soon they're going to release a new game, Curse of Rabenstein, for the Amiga as well. Wow, I haven't heard of Curse of Rabenstein. That sounds awesome.
Also, yeah, but Polyplay is really amazing, I think. They do some really nice stuff. I've seen some other products they've done, and it's really amazing. I think I can find also the Zero Sphere box here somewhere. Just a moment, I'll be back.
Prince said I'll ask him when he comes back. Yeah, like the artwork on Rygar is awesome. They did a good job remixing that.
So that would be the more budget version, like the small thing. You have this box.
Oh, I'm gonna have to die here and go full screen. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. You're full screen now, Michael.
Yeah.
Yep, you can show it.
Okay. So yeah, we have the this one. It's like, I don't know how you call it. Is this a jewel case? No.
Oh, Zero Sphere.
No,
Zero Sphere is great. Oh, they did the physical release of Zero Sphere. Got it.
yeah, that's also from Polyplay, and even there you have like this nice manual book, also 4-color, and with some stickers. And it's really nice. And then we got here used to this inside there. That's like the cheaper version of this, but it's also so well done. I think I really like this. So yeah, Polyplay is really amazing distributor. I think.
Yeah, I totally forgot
And
about the
also-
physical release of Zero Sphere. I'm gonna have to pick that up. Yo, Juji Pella,
And
take care,
also-
man. Great seeing you, and great seeing you too, Zachros. Thank you. We're not done yet. We're still streaming. What time is it? I can stream for about 20 more minutes, and then I gotta wrap it up. I gotta go pick my wife up. She's making raw vegan chocolates today. She has a chocolate business. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so she's got her work cut out for her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up that the Zero Sphere. Oh, you've got a big box one too, Pred Zeta. Nice. Oh, so Pred Zeta was suggesting that you hire like a professional artist to do like a really beautiful cover design for the physical release of Inviyya.
But I think the artists they have at Polyplay, they're also doing a good job on the boxes, so I'm not worried about this. So I think it's okay.
Captain John wants to show the Curse of Rabenstein. Let's check it out.
Mm-hmm.
The Curse of Ramstein.
Rabenstein. It sounds like a Nazi game. Also. Rabenstein.
There it is. Oh, I love the it's got the Twitch colors. Gotta make this cool. That looks fun, Captain John. That looks like a fun one.
Rabenstein.
Cool. Yo, Florian, thank you for the host. I appreciate that very, very much. And Retro Media Vision, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that very, very much. Welcome. If you're new to my streams, I'm Bill. I stream Amiga stuff here about once a week. I stream when I can. I'm a little busy at work, but I try and stream once a week. And we do all kinds of stuff, man. We play viewer requested games. We do artwork. We have new Amiga game developers on, like we have today. We have Michael Borrmann on, who made a new game called Inviyya, which we are playing right now. I also run the Westchester Amiga user group. We meet on the first Thursday of every month. Not this Thursday because I have to work, so I'm going to push it one week. And I also have a YouTube channel I do with my buddy Anthony called The Guru Meditation. Go to youtube.com/The Guru Meditation. All right, here we go. I love Ramstein too. They're awesome. I'm good, Retro Media Vision. Thank you so much. Here we go, Michael. I was so bummed because I wanted to end 2019 on a high note. I wanted to beat Reshooter on stream. I've beaten Reshooter off stream in my own time, but I never beat it on stream. And there's something weird with the memory going on in my new 1200. Because I got Workbench 314, and I need to free up some more chip RAM. So I got to like level 3 or level 4. And I was on a roll. I think I was on level 4. I was focused, man. I was totally gonna beat it, and then it crashed. I was like, no, and I just didn't have time to play through again because it takes like a good half hour to play through.
Oh, damn. That's bad. Bad luck.
Yeah, it was a bummer. Yeah, Juji, you know what? I made it smaller because my alert smaller because a lot of times I was getting a lot of notifications and it was like covering up important stuff that was happening. Any chance ever heard of Channel Gorf? No, I haven't heard of Channel Gorf. It sounds cool though. Is it a game? Oh, I saw Michael said Amitopia will give you 6 months with free 6 months no ads when Inviyya is released. Very cool.
That's nice.
Thank you, Michael. Amix312 is Michael from Amitopia. Michael, if you want to drop a link to your Amitopia website in the chat, go for it.
Yeah, I was also having an interview on Amitopia like 3 or 4 months ago.
Oh,
It was
very
really
cool.
nice.
Yeah, he's
Nice experience.
he's a very nice guy and very passionate Amiga user.
That's true.
Yeah, so go ahead and go ahead and drop that link down there, Mike.
Yeah, I will.
No, I meant Michael from Amitopia. Channel Gorp is a user who develops games for the Atari Jaguar. Oh, cool. No, I don't know. Of course, I would love to check that out. That's cool. It is. This is an Amiga stream, but I enjoy all retro, especially the Atari Lynx. Atari Lynx has got a lot of Amiga DNA in it. You know, it was originally
that's done by R.J. Michael.
R.J. Michael. Yep, R.J. Michael and Dave Needle.
I was reading up about this, and for me it was interesting if they had put some technique in there, like some technical stuff that would have been interesting for Amiga successor. But I don't know. For me, it was the most interesting thing was they could rotate stuff. It would have been nice also for Amiga. But other than that, I don't know. It's an interesting machine, but yeah.
They did.
Yeah, but you can see some Amiga DNA. That's true.
They I got a little aggressive there. They came out with a new upgrade to the Lynx, a new LCD screen that looks awesome. It's a game changer. The screen is so much better. So Mike, let's say this game is really good. Did you ever think about releasing it on like Nintendo Switch or a modern platform as well?
I don't know. Do you think that would be interesting for people? I'm not sure. There's so much stuff there on these platforms. So I don't know.
How hard would it be to do that?
That's a good question. I don't have any idea, to be honest, because I don't have spend any time on what kind of programming language can you use there, or
yeah,
I could reuse all the assets, of course, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it'll be a monumental effort for sure.
No.
This gun.
It's always interesting seeing someone playing the game, because I don't get that so often at the moment. So I see stuff that works and stuff that doesn't work for me. So that's really interesting. Because when you play your own game, you always do it the same way.
And you know what's coming up because you create the
you
world.
know what's coming up, and you're playing it like you know it inside out. Yeah. So it's always interesting seeing other people play.
I thought I was going to do a good run here, Michael. Is there a way to get extra lives?
Yes, it's just not in the game at the moment. It's like for every 10,000 points, you will get an extra life.
I could use one right now. These bosses are cool. That guy's got like a little hand on the bottom. I take the hand out first.
There's actually one that will be a little bit more cool even, because it will be also coming from the top and bottom as well. Just it will extend into the middle of the screen, then go back, and then come from the top and bottom, and it will be doing much more stuff than it's doing at the moment.
There, Michael put it at amitopia.com. Boom. I love this track. It's awesome. Is this level 3 I'm on now? This is level 3, right, Michael?
This is level 3, what you see now.
I know. Fred Zeta says those bastards can shoot through the walls, but I can't. You know, it's so funny in games like this, and in especially in this and reshooter, I use my bullets to define what a wall is, because sometimes I can't tell if it's something I can fly through or if it's something in the background. So if I shoot it and my bullet hits it, then I know don't fly through it.
Yeah, but that's a good strategy.
Yeah, that's my strategy, because sometimes I can't tell what would kill me and what won't, especially on the first playthrough. Once I play it a few times, then I learn. But I love those heads. They're awesome. Ramstein would approve of those severed heads.
A friend of mine who was playing this game, he told me, "Oh wow, that's so obscure stuff. What you're doing here with this flying, like stone head level. What's doing what?" I said, "I don't know. I just came up with this. I don't know. There's no deeper meaning."
Oh, now I'm looking at the spaceship, and the laser is actually coming. Like there's guns on top of the ship. That's what it is. That makes sense. Was there any like particular artist or art style that inspired you?
I have to say I'm probably more inspired by Japanese pixel art. That's also one of the reasons why I don't do much differing, because I think on most Japanese titles I've seen, there is not much differing or not that obvious, especially this kind of cross-hatch differing style you see so many times on European titles. I don't like that so much. So I'd say more it's like Japanese pixel artists. But
Yikes.
of course, I've been a little bit influenced by those guys who did something on the Amiga early on. Like, for instance, Lutz Osterkorn. Many greetings, maybe you're just watching here at the moment. So, because when I was playing Katakis, it was also one of the first games I played on the Amiga back then. It was really like, because everybody was waiting, ooh, R-Type. Then Katakis came and we were like, ooh, wow, we have something that looks like R-Type. Of course, it was a little bit influencing me, or also Andreas Escher. I think all these Factor 5 guys was a big influence for me as well.
Escher is one of my favorites. He's amazing. Yo, Jazwaz, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, it also the vibe kind of reminds me a little bit of Kevin's work in Reshooter as well. It's definitely different, but it's got the vibe. I'm gonna try and play through one more time. Let's see if I can do it. All right, I like the high score list. You've got Denise, Paula, Gary, Agnes, and Mitchie. That's a good one. All right, I'm ready. Here we go. Here we go, Michael. Let's do this. Let's see how far I can get. So I got 3 ships. Now I noticed there's some pixels above where it says 3 on the ship. Is that just does that indicate anything?
No, that's actually a little bug at the
bug.
moment, which is just I've been there for the last 3 days or something because I changed something. You know, these things are sprites, and this comes from like a wrong sprite pointer, because it's pointing like one line above in memory, and it shows you what's in memory at that point. Something has been changing there, so you see the memory changing above that. That's what you see in that line at the moment.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is.
It's so funny because I know nothing about game design. So you were saying that you draw this entire level in GIMP first, and then you bring it, and then you bring it into when you're coding, and you break it into tiles.
That's true. There's a tool which I'm using, and that's breaking it down into tiles. And it's also telling me how many tiles it uses and how much memory. So I can optimize levels, because if I can reuse tiles. So how to say, like that, this broken down into 32 pixels, 32 pixel tiles from like height and width. And if I reuse tiles, my tool sees realizes this, and also reuses the tiles in the setup of the level.
So how do you deal with? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was saying, how do you deal with, because you have the parallax scrolling?
Yeah.
Is that a separate image? You know, like, do you draw them out separately, or do you just kind of pick a section and get the vibe?
That's a different image. Yeah, that's a different image I'm drawing, and so it's like all these 2 layers are 2 different images, and my tool just combines them.
Cool. Yo, Johnny, take care. Great seeing you as always. Amyton TV, the original Amiga stream machine in the house. Amiga Live's got a great question. Will there be any future upgrades to the game for adding 2-player support?
That would be a nice idea, but it's the same problem like I have with the special weapons, or like, a second chip is like one bob that is missing for me that I could use for enemies. So it would be easy to do on the, if I did an AGA version, because I have much more space there to draw stuff. But on the other side, I think this is a game that's done for OCS. So I think I will just leave it the way it is at the moment.
The reason why he's asking is because I don't know if you've ever used Amiga Live, but it's an amazing service. It uses the NetPlay feature of FSUAE emulator, and John has like set up. Yeah, he set up servers all over the world, so you can play online multiplayer. He got me again, Amiga games. It's really remarkable setup that he's got. Now I see he comes out of that hole. See, I learned. I'm not going anywhere near that hole. I don't want to wake him up. I don't want to come out and grab me.
Avoid the hole.
Avoid the hole. Because you don't know what's in that cave.
Yeah.
Now, when in Reshooter, I tend to take the bottom path because there are a lot of things that fall from the top of the screen, and the worlds can protect you. It can shield you from the things falling from the top of the screen. It also gives you more time to react to what's going on. So I usually take the lower path. I gotta sit back. Oh, good. Yeah, see there, that freaking cave. This guy, I saw him coming. I couldn't beat him. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm done. I'm done.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It spawns me. It spawns me in the cave. All right, we'll try one more time.
Okay. Yeah,
Wayne Ashworth. I know what you were thinking there, Wayne Ashworth.
Yeah.
I know what you were thinking there, Wayne. Will it be? Yeah, there's really nice level design. Can you continue or get a code to skip to a level?
There will be continues in the game. So I will not do any codes or something that you can pre-select levels if you finish them. But there will be a continue function, so you can work as long as you want on the level. But you will always, like, if you lose 3 lives, you will start at the level again. That's the system.
Bug report time, exactly. Yeah, so this is a good beta test for you. Wayne Ashworth, I do have a command called Tallywhacker. If you do ! Tallywhacker in the chat, it'll send you to a place that you'll probably like. I think I originally did it for Vicky because we had the boobs command, so I was like, you know what, we gotta cater to both genders. It's not a bug, it's a feature. What's up, City Zen? All right, here we go. Oh, it's Wacker. I spelled it the American way. Wacker. I think that's what it is. And we still have the art command. I'm pretty sure I still have the art command. If you do ! art, I think it points you over to Wayne Ashworth's art page. Agnes and Denise porn works for you. Fair enough, Vicky. That's awesome. My Windows wallpaper is a picture I took of Fat Agnes.
Oh, okay.
She's a gorgeous plus size lady. Not gonna lie.
She's a curvy one. Oh yeah.
Sweet. Michael, I'm feeling it. I think I'm gonna get it this time. I'm gonna stay away from the cave. I think I got one more run left in me before I have to go pick my wife up at work.
Okay.
I love everyone who shows up for these streams. It's so fun and so cool. Like I was telling you earlier before we started, I had a rough week, and I was like, I need something to take my mind off the real world. It was a rough one for me, but this is great. This is my therapy. Woo! Woo! All right, got him. I love how the robots kneel down in an attack position. That's really cool. That's a really nice touch. It just amps it up even more. It just adds those little details. All right, here we go. First boss.
It feels a little bit like they're reacting, isn't it? So
yeah,
I liked it as well.
Yeah, I like the spot right here. I like the spot. This is a good spot. I can dodge the purple bullet and stay between the red ones right here. If you get too high, before I got really high on the screen and it was much more challenging.
Yeah, it's also how I do this on this level. It's awesome. Yeah, I think you're a good player if you already noticed all these things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Captain John, just stuff with jobs. Nothing that serious, you know. 10-minute Amiga Retrocast has got a video going up later tonight about Amiga in America. He did a collaboration with AmigaLove.com. I gotta check that out. 10-minute Amiga Retrocast on YouTube. I'm anxious to check that one out. That'd be really fun. That's a great idea for a video there, Doug. That's awesome. I've got 2 videos in the queue. I just haven't had any time to edit. See, stay away from the cave. That's the moral of the story. And there's another cave up there. See, I recognize the cave now. My first playthrough, I didn't notice that they were coming out of a cave. Now, does only one monster come out of the cave, or can multiple monsters come out of the same cave?
No, it's just one monster.
Okay. That cave's only got room for one monster.
We should call it one the Tallywhacker.
The Tallywhacker, yes.
It's called the Tallywhacker.
Another reason to stay towards the bottom is because I haven't seen any caves on the bottom. Oh, this little part here is tricky to navigate. Got them both. Now, I think my favorite weapon is the first power-up. So not the original weapon. This part here is really hard. Okay, good. He's out. And I snuck through. Perfect. Whew.
Okay, I think you should. You have to be fast here.
That weapon is good though because it really destroys the enemies easier. You know, fewer hit points. Boom. I take out the arm first. Take out the arm. So this way there's fewer bullets coming at me. And then I just unload on them. Boom. Alright, so that was stage 2, right?
That was stage 2, yeah, exactly.
Little glitchy cat there. It'd be cool if there was a seeker missile type of power up. That's true, City Zen. That would be fun.
Yes. Whoa! What was that? Good sound. Yeah, that's actually I coded something like this, but it's just not activated at the moment because, like I said, flitter restraints because I cannot put so many objects on the screen.
Oh, so like a heat-seeking missile would be another object on the screen.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, that's like the points with if you have like all these parallax and colors and stuff. There are points where I have to trade off. You know, that's like the amount of objects that I can put on the screen. On AGA, I wouldn't have this problem, but I don't know, and it wouldn't be an OCS game.
Yeah, no, I think it's really cool that you kept it at OCS because then you can play it on any Amiga, and it really stays true to people who want to use the real hardware. You know, like put in a floppy disk. That's awesome. I love it. You know, I'm not gonna get that power up because he's in a dangerous place.
Yeah, but also I think you're already the fastest you can be.
Yeah, I think
So
I'm
you
maxed
cannot-
out.
Mm.
That was a little risky move there, going low on the lava. It's always risky to go low on the lava. There, we do it again. Boom. I'm a cowboy. Wow, Bill going. Oh, see? Oh, one ship left. This is gonna be hard. I gotta beat this boss.
Wow.
So if you are joining the stream, I did beat the game. Well, not beat the game. I got to level 4 boss once, and that's where the demo ends. Wait, am I on level 3 or 4 right now? I lost count.
You're at level 3 at the moment.
Level 3. I was hoping you were gonna say 4. That's right, because level 4 it's got the cool pattern in the background. I love that pattern. All right, let's not mess this up. Here he comes. So this guy, he just like ramsteins you. He doesn't have bullets. He just tries to smash you.
Yeah, that's true.
Does he have? Did you name the enemies? Do they have names?
No, they don't have names.
In the manual, you could like put their picture with a name. Now, are different enemies different points?
I mean, they all have names in the code, like, but there's completely stupid names like big stone head or like floating thing.
I'll call this one floating big
Lava.
stone head.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's not some special Japanese crazy dude name. Something.
Yeah, it's really nice level design, DJ Billy Nest. Yeah, that boss doesn't shoot, but the others do in the background. Exactly. Kill with fire, DJ Billy Nest. You know it. Is he Ramstein? Hilarious. So here we go. This is the last one. This is a really cool design. This is like a cyberpunky heads-up display kind of vibe. And I love the way that he chucks those missiles. This guy's being annoying. I got rid of him. Nice. There we go. You know what could be cool is in the scoring, if there's a way to make it score. So if you get like a whole wave, if you get like a whole cluster of enemies that came. Oh no! See, I didn't know. I had to keep it in the middle. Oh, bummer. Oh man, well we saw most of the game.
Okay, no, that was strange.
Was that not supposed to happen?
I don't know. Was there a bullet or something?
No, there was no bullet. I flew into the
There was
darker.
nothing.
I flew. Yeah, I just went up and it hit like the dark green area. But I thought that was okay.
Yeah, it should have been. So yeah, like I said, the beta test is still coming. So
That's
I will collect all these things and then I have to finish all these bugs off and then we can release the game when we have done that. So at the moment, yeah, it's still a little bit buggy, but it's a late alpha version of the game.
Oh, Hazemaker says expert testing. Thank you, Purple Haze.
The Rammstein. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Well, Michael, that was amazing. Congratulations on your game. It is super, super fun. It looks beautiful. It sounds beautiful. It's coded beautifully, all by you, which is amazing. So huge congrats on Inviyya. And if you guys want to know more about Inviyya, head over to the Facebook page. I'm going to drop the link into the chat right now. Copy. Paste. Wayne Ashworth, you are welcome. You are welcome. Does anyone have any last-minute questions they have? Does anyone have any last-minute questions for Michael? Or Michael, is there anything else that you would like to share? Mr. Vane. Mike, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, first off, thank you for having me on your show, and then I want to say thank you to everybody who attended to this and spent time watching us talking and playing the game. And I hope some people will like the game and have some fun with it. And yeah, I'm really happy to be in the Amiga community. And yeah, so everybody, let's do some great future for the Amiga together. Maybe this will inspire somebody to also code a game. I would love to see that. And yeah.
Well said, Michael. Yeah, the Amiga community is a tight-knit group, a bunch of amazing and super talented people, and that's the key to inspire each other to achieve your dreams and to make new games, make new software, make new art. It's really a special place. It's been awesome, Michael. Thanks everyone for hanging out in chat too. It looked awesome, Candia. Nice. Not enough Ramstein for that. Hilarious. Amix312. Yeah, Amix312. Michael said that he's not sure when it's gonna be out yet. I gave him until the summer, but he said he's hoping to have it out before the summer.
Yeah.
Spinto777. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. So.
All right, guys. So what we're gonna do is Juji Pella was in chat before. He is a really passionate Finnish streamer, and he's awesome. And it looks like he's playing doing an Amiga stream. He usually plays modern games and does a lot of casino games, but it looks like we inspired him. He's gonna play some Amiga games. He's a really nice guy, and he's the one that made this mix. It's called the Perfect Amiga Game Music Mix on YouTube. He's the one that made it, and so we'll give Juji a raid. Check out what he's playing. And that'll be a good one. I'm not sure when my next stream is. Thanks to everyone who followed today. If you want to know when I stream, the best way to do it is to follow me on social media. It's I'm at The Guru Meditate on Twitter, facebook.com/TheGuruMeditation, or you can join my Discord channel by doing !Discord in the chat. And I post all my streams usually 24 hours in advance. I'm guessing my next stream will probably be... I'm working so much this week. My next stream could potentially be Saturday. Friday or Saturday potentially. If not, I'll have to go into the following week because there's just a lot of work going on, which is good. I'm really busy. I'm working next Sunday, so I can't stream on next Sunday. But stay tuned. Stay tuned to social media, and I'll let you know when I stream. Michael, thank you again once again. Thank you. It was a pleasure having you on, and again, congrats on your game. It's really wonderful. DJ Billy Nest says, "A stream as always." Thank you, DJ Nest, and huge thanks to Tiger Skunk for the awesome upcoming game. Oh, you're Tiger Skunk.
I'm the Tiger Skunk.
Oh, you're the Tiger Skunk. Right on.
Yeah.
Awesome. Time for hot tub and beer. You know it, DJ Billy Nest. Michael, thanks again. Guys, we're gonna raid Juji Pella. Have a great week, everyone. Amiga forever.
Have a great week. Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Just